Hello and welcome. We are on episode 5 of the epic review, reaction, analysis, whatever you want to call it. But we are doing the Underworld Saga today. If you know, it hurt, but it needed to be felt. It was a good hurt. This is one of the shortest sagas. It's like 3 songs. I think it is the shortest actually, but it laid out a lot of good foundational work for looking back at what Odysseus has already done and looking forward to what Odysseus has in store next. It's named after him, so it's all got to be focused on Odysseus, his Odyssey, yes. And speaking of Odyssey, did y'all see that trailer for Christopher Nolan's movie? People got a lot of mixed opinions about that. I do too, but I think, of course, everything is a joke for me. The husband from Zendaya's past movie is going to be fighting her real life husband. And I think that's a nice little out of movie continuity. I don't know what to call it, but I like that. There's a little something going on there. But it's been a good time. This is the last saga of Act 1. So there's like a big split here. So you can think of it like a time jump, but no, it's more of a character shift. And I hope you like what we have in store. I think that I might just drop a tier list of like my favorite songs or my favorite sagas so far. I'll talk it over with my person and then I'll spit that back out to y'all. So I think that's enough styling on my part. Let's get into it.
Friends, Circe's instructions were clear. No matter what we hear, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. My comrades, this land confuses your mind. So no matter who we find, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. Good. Time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who've died. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. And here in the underworld, the past seems close behind. This land confuses your mind.
So I love the callback. You see, full speed ahead. Get to the prophet. We get in, we get out. Don't get sidetracked. All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. So this is your fighter, right, Mr. Warrior of the Mind? Oh, ex-Warrior of the Mind. So you haven't had you killed in the Trojan War? Your family is waiting. Zeus told you to kill that baby. Athena told you to kill the Cyclops. Haunted by those he's killed. Polites, he's gone. Gone. So he's probably getting bombarded with the pleas of everybody he's had to encounter at this point, basically.
When does a man become a monster? 558 men who died under your command. Captain, Captain, Captain. Captain, why would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy?
They said 558 men died under your command. Now, I used to formerly be a mathematician. Shout out to middle school. That's 14. 557. 557 is my count. 558. What's his name? Was Poseidon counting Odysseus under his own command? That's so nasty. You don't count the person you're talking to when you're saying, ew, oh my god. That's goofy as hell.
All I hear are screams. dare to close my eyes. I no longer dream, only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems, nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, the past seems close behind. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, or we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Oh, jeez.
So it seems the question was answered. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain? Yep. Everybody that he's had to kill. Haunting him. I keep thinking of the damn near fetal. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. And then off in the distance, Polites, the boy, his best friend. Now he's left with the Aurelicas. Polites is there in the underworld. As he's still going on, greet the world with open arms. As he passes by, greet the world with open arms. Oof. It's a heavy song, y'all.
That voice. It can't be. Mom?
Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be waiting.
I'm right here, Mom. Can't you see? I'm waiting. I took too long.
I'll always love you.
And ventured too
I'll stay in
far.
your heart.
While you were
Waiting, waiting.
Bye, Mom. All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes. I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past is always close behind. Your past is always close behind. Down in the underworld.
Good Lord. I can't decide if I love or hate the verse of Odysseus singing with his mom. He's been gone so long. The family waiting on him to come back. His mom was waiting. And it just kind of hits close to home. You know, when you go off to college and you leave home for the first time for real. And then you just don't spend as much time going back and forth. And when you do, the house isn't the same as when you remember it. That's not even counting, like, this, they're talking about all the people that you've lost along the way, all the folks that were waiting. I can't even say anything else on it. It's done. It's good.
I am the prophet with the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free. There is a world where I help you get home, but that's not a world I know. What? I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you. This can't be. We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing.
So, they're talking to the prophet. Shout out. He sees past and future running free. So you could dare say, since he's already dead, he can see both of them at the same time. There's a world that can help you get home. That's not what I know. Because you know what I said with Greek prophecies. It'll happen. It just may not be what you expect. Song of past romance. He's talking to Odysseus. It's his past, I dare say. Let's see. His past is Penelope. Him and their love. The sacrifice of man. Polites did push forward. He went ahead in the Cyclops fight. Portrayals of betrayal. Somebody did open up the windbag. Whatever snake did that one. On the brink of death. No, excuse me. On a brother's final stand. Editing DK here. I realize now that what if the sacrifice of man was the infant, and what if the brother's final stand, that one was Polites instead? I mean, he did push forward, like I said in the video, but it's just something I thought about after I sat on it for a bit. And I think that the whole thing of prophecy is that there's usually like multiple applications of who it could apply to. So if we're thinking about it in this past timeline, it could be Polites. Who knows what we have going forward? And I'll let that current me handle the rest of it. I don't even think we've got a good one for that one. Unless you take it as Odysseus, his stand against Circe, he was the last one left that was going to actually do something to take up arms for those guys. I see you on the brink of death. I mean, if he's on the edge of his ship in the middle of the underworld, you take a dip into the Styx, you're done. I see you draw your final breath. I'm running out of room to stretch. I don't know. I don't have one for that one. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you. It previously was you down one path, but as I'm currently seeing it, shoot, it might be somebody else. And remember, I said in previous songs, I don't remember which one it was, but there's a reason, at least of the name characters, there's only a couple that we have that are relevant. Of the name characters we have, there's a reason that it's Odysseus and not Eurylochus. Eurylochus is the one that talks to these gods. Odysseus is the one that talks to the gods. Eurylochus is behind. He has no support, but except for the other crew members. So what if the perspective is changing from Odysseus as the main guy? We're going to go towards Eurylochus. He's going to be the one that gets home because he may be afraid and scared of stuff, but he's taking action towards being alive, towards living to get home. He's not actively confronting danger the way that Odysseus is. Of course, Odysseus gets upset at this. This can't be. You're telling me that I'm not going to be getting home? Who is this? What is happening? You're telling us we're not going to get through? Let's see.
I see your palace covered in red, faces of men who had long believed you're dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. Woo! I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Your palace will be covered in red, so some bleeding is going to be happening on the palace. They're not just going to pull out a new paint job. Faces of men who had long believed you're dead. Family is waiting. We just talked to his mom and Polites. Whoever is, I mean, he's got a whole kingdom, so folks are probably waiting on him. It's been 10, 12 years, who knows? Is he lying to us? Is he being deceptive? I see a man who is haunting a man with a trail of bodies. Odysseus literally just said he is getting haunted by those he's killed. Those he's killed and those he's gotten killed, honestly. He is haunting. He has a trail of bodies. But who is it gonna be if it's not him? If we're going with the theory that it being Eurylochus, if he were to pursue his cowardly way of actions, or at least self-preservation like actions, then he would have a trail of bodies. He would have left, dipped out, and left behind those men with Circe, left with those guys at the Cyclops. But prophecies are never in stone until it happens. And then a song of past romance. If we're leaning towards the future lens, and Odysseus hopefully makes it home. He's getting back to his wife still. I see the sacrifice of man. Someone's gonna have to take one for the team. Shout out. Portrayal of betrayal. Somebody. More snakes in the grass. Good Lord, where's the lawnmower when you need it? A brother's final stand. Someone is gonna stand in opposition of something. Odysseus is again on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you. So if it is Odysseus, it isn't gonna be the same person he is now. Like he's thinking that like, oh, I am still me. But through the action that he's done, he's not the same. That's if it even still is Odysseus. Prophecies. But with that, we're heading to the last song of the Underworld Saga.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me?
This is very telling to like the condition of man. How did everything go against us? How did everything turn out wrong? How am I gonna get back home? Is it something about me? Am I the problem? He's surrounded by the souls of lost. He's in the underworld. Yes. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. Athena was already telling him, so you can't cross the line. That's one. And then back in Circe, at the end, she said there is a line to cross when I think she was trying to seduce him. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. He cut off Athena. He dubbed Circe, I don't need you. He's used all these people. So honestly, if we look back at all the things, is Odysseus the root cause of it all? He's the one that came up with the Trojan horse. He's the one that enacted that plan. He saved them from the Lotus. I will give him that. He saved them there. That was good on you, man. But choosing to stay and gloat in front of the Cyclops, that's on you, Odysseus. Choosing to step away from Athena and dox yourself, that's on you, Odysseus. Enraging Poseidon, that's on you. You had to keep you had to keep gloating. You lose all those men, on you. You told them to follow you, they came right behind, they didn't know what they were hidden into. Circe, he told them, hey, I'm not listening to you. Go check out the island. That's kind of on you. You didn't want to talk things through. So maybe the greatest threat they'll find across the sea is Odysseus.
What if I'm the monster? What if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I cave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves? What if I'm the monster?
So the question, that is the question. What if I'm the monster? The greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me? Sheesh. Because we're coming back to the board. When does a man become a monster? Every time I caved to guilt, I didn't finish the job. So that brings into question, he didn't finish the job. He caved in the guilt. He didn't kill the Cyclops. Maybe he didn't, after all, kill Hector's boy. Maybe. It was all a prophecy, so even the end result for that bit was left up to interpretation. We don't know.
Is the Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he has done him right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain? When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans cause he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster and threw that guilt away, would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay? If I became the monster to everyone but us and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became the...
This is a heel turn? Crazy. He questioned, is a Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? They were going with my child Cyclops theory. Would he even have been taught guilt? Poseidon taught him ruthlessness. Just do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do to you like you did to me. You killed my sheep, I kill your men. We're even. When Circe turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? She got done bad once and said never again. Honestly, she's kind of real about that. Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she's safe in the pain? She won't even attempt it. It's like that one, it's like a sort of a movie trope, like that one old crone got done dirty one time by love and now she hates everybody. But by the end of the day, you show her kindness, you show her somebody does care for her, and now she opens up and she's nice to people again. When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? I mean, he kind of chanted about it. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Kinda. Yeah. Of each of the guys, they have their own plane. Zeus. The sky. Thunder. He's up there. The entirety of the planet, at least the planet that has water on it, which is most of it, that's Poseidon. And in a seafaring culture, you don't want to be on Poseidon's bad side too bad. They are. And then Zeus got the underworld. I mean, not Zeus. Hades has the underworld, excuse me. Yeah, and so like Odysseus was like stepping on toes. He thought he could just talk to Poseidon any kind of way. Poseidon said, apologize. He gave him a reason. That's crazy. Didn't ask for a reason. I asked for an apology. And so he keep them in check. Gone. 542 since Poseidon can't count. And then Odysseus thinks back to himself. Does a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans because he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile?
That's called motherfucking bars!
So they were sleeping when they attacked. They stood no chance. That's probably why the baby wasn't even alarmed. It was in the middle of the day. I mean, granted, babies sleep a lot, yes. But like, it's the middle of the night. They're sleeping. They launch this attack. The baby isn't even awoken. Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? Whose lives would he be saving? Because he said back then, did you forget I brought 600 men to war and not one of them died there? Whose lives would he be saving? The enemies? Or ours? Because, granted, he had 600. He brought them out. But the moment he decides to throw away his remorse would possibly be at Cyclops. Killing a Lotus, he just wouldn't do anything but get them stuck there. Granted, he would still recognize the Lotus, but they would move on to the next thing. They wouldn't know where the next cave is. They wouldn't know where to go next. So, like, the branches of choice are, like, there. He's really thinking, like, is it all my fault? The butterfly effect, the cause and effect, everything that I've done has had such a disastrous influence. Am I the problem? Love the introspection here.
Oh, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster. I will deal the blow, and I'll become the monster like none they've ever known. So what if I'm the monster lurking deep below? I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home. Penelope, I'll become the monster.
I love this song. It's like he lost his best friend, Polites, his mentor, Athena, his mom. We just talked to her. Gone. 500 men. Gone. He is tired of the losses. This is the breaking point. This is when he decides he is going to become the monster. Ruthlessness is mercy. He is adopting Poseidon's philosophy. He is adopting this godlike driving force. The gods don't care for what the people have to do. They don't care what we have to deal with. So we won't care about what we have to do. We do what must be done. We have to be ruthless. He's throwing away his humanity. Crazy. Odysseus is such a great character here. You can see how much of the struggle that he's under. He's just a man. How much can one man take? He's lost so much. This can't go on. And with that, that's the end of Act 1. I guess it serves something of a wrap-up in regards to everything that we've encountered so far. Okay, so we have the notes. They've been at war for 10 years with the Trojans. We're gonna go get Helen. All right, cool. Psych, you gotta go kill this kid for me. Why? Zeus said so. All right, we just want to get home to our families now, but like, is that so wrong? Is it wrong to want to be done with fighting? That there's more from life beyond just war? Not when you're getting mentored by Athena, goddess of wisdom, master of war. He's proposed with killing this kid. And we're seeing now at the end of Underworld, like, oh, if I gotta if we gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so that they all don't die, hey, I'll become the monster. I'll do it then. So it's kind of leading us to think maybe he didn't kill that kid, despite so much evidence beforehand. Editing DK here again. I just want to explain. I think that there's a possibility of Odysseus not dropping Hector's kid because it makes sense that if he didn't kill him and then he ends up having all this loss and strife in the aftermath, it makes sense in my perspective that, oh, I'll right that wrong. I'll actually kill a kid this time, and I'll actually have a crew by my side. I won't lose anybody else. At least that's how I see it, because I don't like the idea that, like, oh, I killed the kid and then I lost him, and then I'll kill another kid and then this time I won't lose him. That one doesn't read it like it makes as much sense to me. They head back on the waters. We see Eurylochus, Polites, cool. They have different ideologies of sorts. They see some lotus eaters. Okay, cool. Maybe being nice is like worthwhile. Psych, nah. Athena was snooping the whole time. Turn off your heart. This isn't how I built you. You need to do what I tell you. We need to be proved to these other guys that we're doing the right thing. I don't know. Odysseus isn't really like up for it. Okay, so we find some sheep. Thanks to the lotus eaters. See, we wouldn't have got here if we weren't opening our arms up to the world. Ooh, there's the sheep belong to somebody. It's the Cyclops. Crazy. Cyclops is a sore loser. He does not respect the game of fair trade. So he kills Polites and 14 of the crew. Odysseus, taught by the goddess of wisdom herself, he is cunning. He has the great idea. He pours lotus in the Cyclops' wine. Boom, Cyclops falls. They attack. They blind the Cyclops. They trick the Cyclops. Nope, but Athena is telling him finish the job. He spites her. I'm a snitch. I am the king of Ithaca. Find me. I did this to you. You're the king of Ithaca? I got something for you. Anyway, the guys, they head off on the ship. Cool, storm. Water's crazy out here, y'all. Eurylochus is starting to voice his doubts. Like, yo, we can't keep going like this. You're gonna get unlucky sometime. And he's like, I wouldn't worry about it. Also, don't undermine me. Keep your friends close. We talked to the great wind god Aeolus. She says, yo, someone is gonna betray you. Is it me? No. Is it me? No. Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus? And he gets snaked the moment he closes his eyes. The storm was gone. They didn't believe him. They needed to get that verification themselves. And they still weren't satisfied. When he said the storm's in here, the storm was gone. The moment they opened that bag, oh, damn. I guess the storm wasn't there. Shucks. Of course, no one's going to own up to it. And boom, the storm just opened up on the ocean. Crazy. Poseidon darts right on over. I was waiting on y'all. Y'all slipped up, didn't you? Remember that little Cyclops that you messed up? That was mine. I made that one. And splish splash, they were taking a bath. Poseidon got rid of the other 500. Any last words, Odysseus? And psych, nah. We've seen SpongeBob. What's SpongeBob? Opens the windbag. They dart on out of there. Gone. They wind up on Circe's island. She snatches up the other remaining guys. She's a puppeteer, remember? This is like, I'm gonna go get my guys back. I'm tired of this. Hermes, he was listening the whole time. He's like, dang. Here's her weakness. Here's how to beat her. Here's what she does. You got it, boss. And Odysseus rolls up to her. Hey, did you do this? And she's like, nah. Why are you here, though? And you're like, you did do this. You say anything bad again, and I'm gonna get you. And she's like, see, this is why I thought you did it. And so they fight. They tussle. Odysseus wins. He's a natural born fighter. He's a warrior. She said there's more ways to win than just fighting. She decides to start using her ways of persuasion. Odysseus, he's immersed in these ways of persuasion. Psych, I know what you're replying. I don't need you. Stay back. I have a wife. And so that leads into the little chit chat. Please, I need to get home. I have spited everybody that I've ever known. I've thrown away it all. Just let me get home. And she's like, you know, that's kind of real. I loved somebody before. You know what? I'll give you this chance. She gets the chance. But you got to go to the underworld to get past Poseidon. Just a little tidbit. You'll need that. And underworld is depresso to the espresso. But it's okay. Oh, no, it's not okay. We're getting off course. That was one thing that Circe told us not to. I hear my mom. I hear polities. This baby is still haunting me. Maybe I did kill it. We don't know. But you know, it's all fine. It's dandy. Because we found the prophet. He's here. And then he's telling me some weird stuff. Bro's talking about it like, oh, it's you. But no, it's no longer you. What do you even mean? It might be you. You know how prophecies work. And Odysseus is like, oh my God, if I can't get home, maybe I do need to embrace the monster. Maybe I'm the problem. And with that, Odysseus decides, I'm going to be the problem for everyone but us. He decides to embrace ruthlessness. He's fallen into the teachings that Athena was telling him about so long ago. He has turned off his heart. If I need to be a warrior of the mind, so be it. If it's going to get us home, I will do what is necessary. By any means, we are getting home. And that ends Act 1. Thank you for watching. This has been my first attempt at doing something of this nature. I tried to make a hour-long run at it before, and it just didn't hit the same. I feel like that we needed to hear the music to understand that what I'm saying, because me just reading the words just isn't the same. You need to hear it and hear the pain in his voice. It adds character to the music. It deepens, like, oh, he is just in anguish about this decision. Epic is such a beautiful project, and I'm gonna have to cut it here at the end of Act 1. If it wasn't so late at night, maybe we could have gone for Act 2. But I see now, goodness, this recording thing, it can take time. But I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that some of my thoughts were conveyed well, or at least some of the things that I picked up were relevant. And we were beginning to piece together, we're halfway through, we pieced together a pretty cohesive story. We made some compelling arguments. Maybe he did kill the baby, maybe he didn't. Is he the problem? Is Eurylochus the worst teammate, the worst sidekick of all time? I don't know. But you know, there's points for, points against. No one is perfect here. But this story is great. Dare I say, it is epic. Thank you for your time.